why do you think the Jets, and again, this is your belief of what the Jets might do and your thoughts on the evaluation. If the Jets have a Mayfield, Josh Rosen decision to make, why do you think they go Baker Mayfield here?
I think Mayfield is the kind of kid, the kind of personality, whether you like him or not. I think he embraces the moment. He embraces the big stage. And there isn't a bigger stage than the pressure that's going to be on the next New York Jets quarterback. And I think this kid relishes that. And I think in the Jets building, they've got to recognize that over what I would call the uncertainty of Rosen. And I don't even worry about the kid. You know, I hear all the stuff about Rosen, the kid. When has intelligence been a bad thing in any endeavor? I don't get that. What I do get is I question his durability. And if I was there at number 3 and he had a couple of concussions last year and a shoulder the year before and an inability to protect himself in the pocket, I can't take him at 3.
And then, look, I mean, you have a history of of the first draft we ever covered together. The video always pops up this time of year where you look the same and I've got the flock of seagulls on top of my lid, where we're going down your first ever mock draft, and you nailed Aaron Rodgers to the Packers at 24. I see that video all the time. So you've got a history of having the knack here, and you believe that, again, if Darnold and Barkley and Mayfield go and Allen gets acquired via trade in the top 10, you think Rosen could drop all the way to 15 at the Cardinals? What you're thinking there?
I'm not sure he can get all the way there, but here's my thought process, is that if Denver takes a positional player and doesn't trade down but takes a positional player at 5, which I had him doing in my mock, Quentin Nelson. But starting at 6 through 10, there are no primary quarterback needs. I know that Indianapolis would love to move back. They've got multiple holes and would love to acquire additional picks. So that's a logical place for Buffalo to come up or somebody to come up. But 6 through 10, there's no quarterback needs. Miami at 11, I think there's a conversation going on in that building. And I think the conversation is kind of like, hey, we need a new quarterback on one side of the building. And if I'm Adam Gase, I'm probably looking at them going, you know what? We're closer to that 10 and 16 that we were 2 years ago with Tannehill. And I believe I can win with Tannehill. I don't want a quarterback. Get me the best position player out there because we can go compete this year. So I think there's a conversation going on in that building. And if Rosen were to get past, or anybody were to get past 11, the next waypoint for the quarterback situation is 15 in Arizona. And Rosen is a gifted kid, man. He's got a big arm. And Steve Keim, I think Keim and Terry McDonough and that group would love Josh Allen. I think they'd make a move up to go get Josh Allen if they could. But I think Buffalo's got more draft pick that they can go up, and I don't think teams want to go all the way back to 15 if they could stop at 12.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.